the NFL on EA Sports.
And up next, it's Bo Nix. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop him. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. Been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll tuck it and take off. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Saints have got it.
You have to appreciate the effort of the ball carrier. I mean, how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser. And the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it, and in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Mario Davis there on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll take this down to the 23. Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu from the secondary on the stop. Play action now. It's Nix. He's got it at the 7, and he'll be taken down.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to...
Second down. Nix. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Adam Troutman, touchdown Broncos. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Not much there, maybe a yard. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Kamara. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. The open man is Adkins.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
A gain of 15.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Broncos with the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready for their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get
to the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future.
Into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Saints offense and receiver Rashid Shaheed set for their next drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll go play action with Carr. That deep for Olave. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Now he'll run. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
He finds his man, Troutman. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Throwing, Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And he will score. Adam Troutman, touchdown Broncos. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Saints 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Carr. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, Carr. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Carr now on 2nd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. 3rd down and 9.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr working out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. 1st down throw for Carr. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a second down throw from Carr. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Knicks now on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in the next few days, starting with the last of our 3 London games. Pats and Jags from Wembley, early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down, Carr. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Carr now to throw on first down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Carr now. Shaheed with the catch. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
That's good for another Saints.
Back is Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Carr to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. On the option, here's Williams. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Demario Davis there on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Broncos 35, Saints 13.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Carr. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Carr now on 2nd down. Oh, a loose football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
You look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That's on the former 1st-round pick, Cesar Ruiz. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Throwing is Carr. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Here's 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Carr. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
He's going to tuck it and go. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Reynolds is the motion man here. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They'll go play action with Nix. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Denver. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Lutz for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On first down, Carr. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the shotgun, it's Carr. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints, first down.
Carr now to throw on first down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Second down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Carr. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And the Broncos are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the fourth. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 50 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.